Hey everybody, what is going on? Today let's talk about Fastpass. So some really interesting news dropped just the other day from the OC Register. So in a few days, they're reporting, I think it's like October 15th, Disney is going to try something different with Fastpasses. It's a pilot program that they're going to start in Tomorrowland for 3 attractions: Space Mountain, Star Tours, and Buzz Lightyear. Okay, and what they're going to do is they're going to have a centralized Fastpass station. Okay, and this centralized station is going to be located in front of the theater, the Magic Eye Theater, which currently houses the Star Wars Path of the Jedi. And these will be digital kiosks. Okay, they're not going to give you the little paper Fastpass reminders anymore. You'll either have to use the Disneyland app for that reminder or take a picture of the screen when you get them. So a lot of changes, okay? Now, this is a pilot program. Disney is testing to see if this works. Now, I love this idea, okay? I love this idea for a lot of reasons. But most importantly, I just think it's more convenient. It makes more sense to have like one area where you can just go, and get any Fastpass you want for that particular land. Okay, it consolidates it. It saves space, it saves room, which is so important at Disneyland Resort. We are really landlocked, and every little piece of space that we can kind of save, helps, right? So if they can consolidate these Fastpass centers into one area, I think that's really going to help us out a whole lot. Now, I've done 2 videos in the past couple of weeks, and both of those videos are relevant to this video. One of them was in regards to Mission Breakout and their Fastpass area, and another one was in regard to the Tomorrowland. Now, in both of these videos, in the Tomorrowland video, I did mention that there was some activity, some construction going on in front of Path of the Jedi. So now we know that this is what they're building, that digital kiosk. But how does that Mission Breakout video relate to this? Well, in that video, I mentioned that, the fact that they really didn't put any effort into kind of theming that Mission Breakout Fastpass Center to the attraction that it's made for, that they just kind of gave it a generic paint job. I pointed out that kind of signifies that they're probably looking to get rid of that Fastpass Center. This pilot program for Tomorrowland, for the centralized Fastpass, I think kind of strengthens my argument for that, for Mission Breakout. I think that they're eventually, if it's popular with guests, I think they'll eventually adopt this strategy and this approach for every land. So look for maybe in a couple of years, maybe for Avengers Campus, one centralized Fastpass area, okay? Which would mean that maybe that Fastpass distribution center in front of Breakout ultimately gets demolished, which would explain why they spent 0 effort and 0 money into retheming it. It kind of makes sense now. It's all kind of coming together. But I really, really do love this idea of centralized Fastpasses. I think it makes much more sense. I think it's much more convenient for the guest. I think it's better in terms of space. When you're trying to when you consolidate it like that, you open up more areas for more important things. I love it. I am very happy for this change. I hope it really resonates with guests, and I hope they do this with each and every single land. I think it would be a really a positive change for Disneyland's Fastpass system. But what do you guys think? What are your thoughts on all of this? What are your thoughts on the centralized Fastpass station for Tomorrowland? What are your thoughts about the bigger ramifications of it possibly coming to every land at Disneyland and California Adventure? What are your thoughts on this? I would love to hear from you guys. And as always, have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow.